What's happening, my people? This is Tim Dodd with the Tim Dodd Show, and my wife and I were actually recently at a Grant Cardone event, and we had paid to do lunch with Grant, and there was other entrepreneurs around. It was really cool. You know, Grant Cardone, like him, love him, hate him, whatever. The guy's doing $200 million a year for just his cash flow business, and you know, he doesn't promote ClickFunnels, but they're on ClickFunnels, and I know from behind the scenes that they do more revenue through ClickFunnels than any other business. So if there's any person out there that has good advice on generating leads and maximizing lead value, it's Grant and his team. Now, we personally are doing lead generation, appointment setting, sales training for companies with 2 sales reps, 300 sales reps, and we're coaching solopreneurs how to do it. So, you know, we know a thing about it as well. The biggest questions that all the entrepreneurs were asking was, how do we get more leads? How do we get more people interested in our prospect, in our product? Like, how do we do this? And you know, for me, it's so simple. We've just done it so many times that I forget that for most entrepreneurs, even great entrepreneurs, getting leads and getting customers can actually be a very difficult thing. But as people were asking these questions, the kind of theme and tone was, hey, how do we get the most amount of leads? We want to get lots of leads for a little bit of money. And there's a time maybe at the beginning of your company, if you don't have much money, like you got to generate free appointments and free leads. And I'm going to share with you how to do that in this video. But I also want to make sure that you don't go down that long term. I've seen too many businesses hit caps because they keep trying to get the cheapest leads and they're not trying to maximize the value of their leads. And that's what Grant told us. He said, look, everybody is trying to get the cheapest lead. Hey, I want to turn $1 into $5, $1 into $5. But what if you could pay, 10 times as much for a lead, but then you're making 20, 30 times as much off of that lead? And so what I want to do is walk you through how to get free leads, how to get paid leads, but ultimately how to maximize your lead value, which when you look at great companies that are absolutely killing it and scaling it very, very large, that's one thing they are excellent at, is maximizing the lead value, or the technical term would be lifetime value of a client. That means how much money does a client spend with you over their lifetime? And the biggest part is if you can maximize your LTV, you can really scale up your lead cost. And when you can scale up your lead cost, you can hit all the platforms, YouTube and Google and Facebook, and you can hit all the platforms. So don't worry if you don't have any money for lead generation. I'm going to walk you through how to get some free leads today, but I'm going to make sure that I not only give you that information, but I give you the information you need to scale down the road, so you don't set up infrastructure that is not scalable. I've seen too many people just grow quick and then lose, grow quick and then lose, or hit a cap and they just can't seem to get past it because they're not thinking right and they're not doing the right action. So before I jump into that, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We are always dropping new videos to help you do 2 things: sell more and scale more. That's it. We want to help you sell more and scale more. I also have a bonus training for you at the end. Make sure to stick around so you get it. Now, before we jump in, we kind of have to define, lead is such a generic term. A lead could be, you've got a list of phone numbers that you're cold calling. Now, whatever. I think cold calling works great. We do it here. We do all kinds of appointment setting and lead generation. Very, very powerful. But the word lead is very broad. Like for one person, it could mean here's a list of people to call. And then for another person, it could be here are people that on your calendar booked wanting to talk to you about your service. But then it could also be an e-commerce lead, somebody that is showing up on your website, showing interest in buying a widget. So we got to think about a couple different categories. One category you have to think about is your product high ticket, a low ticket, something under $1,000, under $500? Is it $5? Is it $10? Is it $100? Kind of on the lower side. Or are we selling like a $6,000, $50,000 coaching package? Are we selling marketing services that are $1,500 a month, or $10,000 a month, or $50,000 a month? We have to isolate these because generating leads for the high ticket versus the low ticket, 2 totally different things. So figure out whether you're a high ticket or low ticket product, and then on top of that, are we selling our product and service to another business, or are we selling our product and service to a consumer, like somebody? Are you selling hats basically? Are you selling coffee mugs? Or are you selling massage therapy? These are consumer services. Or are you selling business coaching to like a business, or a marketing service to a business? So that's B2C versus B2B. So the first one was you have to understand whether this is a low ticket or a high ticket item. The second part is you have to understand, is this business to consumer or business to business? And really the third part you have to understand is, are you selling just a product that's one and done, or are you selling a service, like a business coaching service or a marketing service, or are you selling something that's going to be bought once and then like an actual physical item? So make sure as I go through this that you're really understanding what categories you fit in, because generating a lead for all of these can be a little bit different, but in some ways a lot the same. So as I go through this, I'll definitely make sure to differentiate what, depending on if it's business to business or business to consumer, or if you're selling a widget versus a service. Those are very important factors to put in when you're looking to generate leads. So step number one, hey, if you're selling something more of a high ticket item or a subscription, maybe it's like a massage service on the kind of the low end, or a haircut service on the low end, or a business coaching or marketing service kind of on the high end. First thing that I would do is hit up your network. And network marketing companies have been incredibly successful because they leverage their people's network. So number one, if you don't have any money, hit up your network. Maybe you're offering marketing services. Hit up everybody you know. Say, hey, who do you know that has a business that needs help with marketing? Very, very simple. And you might get some of your initial revenue in there. Remember, getting that initial revenue in there is going to really help you so you can actually afford to invest in lead generation. Now, a side note is that once you do start getting revenue, is that you want to be spending about 20% of your revenue on marketing. Now, it's really hard pill for some to swallow. I think I'm only making $10,000 a month. How do I spend $2,000 of that on marketing and sales? Well, any good business advice or advisor or marketing person or strategist is going to tell you need to be spending at least 20% of your revenue on sales and marketing. So keep that in mind. If you can get that initial business in from your network, that'll actually give you some revenue you need. Don't go party with that, man. Don't go buy a bike or a car with that. Reinvest that in your marketing and sales. So that was number one. Number two is find where your people are hanging out and laser focus. For instance, if you're selling a high ticket service to other businesses or professionals or something, focus on LinkedIn. Put all of your effort there. Well, Tim, I don't like it when I get messaged on LinkedIn. So what? It works. Your people are there. LinkedIn has the highest income rate of any other social platform that there is. They're all business people on there. They're all career people on there. If you're doing coaching services, professional services, marketing services, any kind of business to business service or business to professional, like if it's just like any kind of professional services, be on that platform because it's a great platform to get free-ish. I mean, it's gonna take your time to generate it, but it's a great platform to get meetings with people that need your service, and you can scale rather large. I don't know what time you're watching this video, but there are about 800 million users on LinkedIn right now. When I first started LinkedIn, there was like 475 million. So it's nearly doubled since I started doing the LinkedIn lead generation game, and it's gonna keep growing. So make sure to laser focus. And if you're B2B, you're gonna use like something like LinkedIn. If you're targeting like more like moms and stuff like that, or different like interest categories, like consumer type stuff, you can use like Facebook and Instagram. You can also use ads on like YouTube for very specific people that are searching on YouTube for very specific type of searches. Like you search for this video, and so I can run an ad at the beginning of this video because I know kind of the stuff that you're looking for. But when you first start, laser focus on one freaking platform. The biggest mistake that I see people make is like, well, I'm trying to try a webinar funnel on LinkedIn or on Facebook, and I'm gonna try doing some Google ads, and I'm gonna try LinkedIn. And the biggest thing that I hear when I hear a failing company or a failing business is they'll say, I tried Google, it didn't work. I tried Facebook, it didn't work. I tried cold email, it didn't work. I tried cold calling, it didn't work. I tried LinkedIn, it didn't work. I tried this, it didn't work. Well, guess what? Those platforms are working really well for somebody else. So if you tried it and couldn't get it to work, is that the problem of the platform that you tried? Or is that a problem of the way that you were focusing and using that platform? So find where your people are hanging out and put a laser focus on that channel until you figure out how to crack the code, start getting the leads that you need, and really scaling your business, because somebody else in your category is doing it and they're doing it well. So figure out what it is they're doing and what they're doing well. Number three, figure out where your people are hanging out. You have to start thinking, what platforms are my people hanging out? Are they doing Google searches? If you're like trying to get lawyer leads, like they're doing a Google search, right? If they're trying, like looking for other businesses that to do business marketing services, with coaching services with. They're gonna be on LinkedIn. You can do stuff like on Facebook is gonna be very like interest type demographics where people have certain interests, or they just had a kid or they just got divorced. Like these kind of things are updates that people put on their Facebook and Instagram. When you're thinking about more like business titles and like somebody doing a career change or somebody with a certain title, if you do career coaching, that's gonna be LinkedIn. If you're looking for people that are on YouTube, looking for very specific type of things, you have to figure out where your people are hanging out. And there's plenty of services out there. Like you can go figure out what people are searching on YouTube. You can figure out what people are searching on Google, and you can figure out what categories are available in LinkedIn. Just go do a search on LinkedIn and see the categories that are available for you to search. You can figure out what categories are available on Facebook and Instagram. Facebook and Instagram is the same thing, by the way, just for the ad platform. So figure these things out, figure out where your people are hanging out, then go back to point number 2 and laser focus. So number 3, figure out where your people are hanging out, and then number 2, laser focus. Number 4 is you want to figure out if you're looking for long-term or short-term ROI. What does that mean? Some people, they're selling one product and they're not selling anything else. And so they need that first lead that comes in to buy or not buy. Now, there's a problem with this if you do it wrong, is that too many people think that they need to have the ad convert or not convert. Well, if you get an email first, maybe you give something free away like an ebook or a webinar, which we'll talk about here in a little bit. You give something free away, you got their email, and then you try to sell them something. But if they don't buy, now you have their email, so you could do like 1 week sequence, like, hey, we're doing a discount on this thing till the end of the week. If they don't buy from there, then you do a week 2 email sequence where it goes through and it's gonna go, hey, we're doing a beta test. Hey, sign up for the beta test. And if they don't buy from there, it's like, hey, we've got a free webinar. So if you first collect their email, that's gonna allow you to, 1, capture the short-term ROI if people do buy up front, but it's gonna allow you to get the long-term ROI if you have enough email funnels. And the great thing is email funnels are really, really cost effective. So if you use something like, we use ActiveCampaign, and ActiveCampaign starts off at like $15 a month. And so really that's just a matter of setting up the emails and the time on your part, so that when you do get an email, that they're going through those sequences. So if you're focused only on short-term ROI and getting that immediate cash flow, you're gonna have a lot of struggles. It's kind of like the difference between landscaping and mowing the grass. Like if you're trying to get that short-term ROI, it's like mowing the grass. Like every time you cut the grass, it just grows back. Every time you cut the grass, it grows back, meaning you have to keep going out and getting customers. Whereas if you set up a longer funnel, like these longer email funnels, then you can get the immediate cash and you can get the long cash. And then there's more with the long-term ROI, meaning like if they buy one product for you, sell a second product. They buy that second product from you, sell a third product. So you want to have your longer email funnels and you want to have multiple products, so you get both the short-term ROI and the long-term ROI. And this is kind of what I was talking about before, where the more you can maximize the value of a lead, the more you're able to spend on a lead. Number 5, create a free lead magnet. Now, people talk all this stuff. Lead magnet, what's lead magnet? It's like a free ebook or a webinar or mini series. And it can seem overwhelming and daunting. And you might even think like, hey, I would never download an ebook. Like I would never, personally I've never like downloaded an ebook. Maybe a couple of them, only gone on a couple webinars. I actually don't even like opening my email. I hate my email. So my thought for the longest time was like, email marketing is a waste of time because I never open up people's emails. LinkedIn marketing is a waste of time because I never respond to people's LinkedIn pitches. Lead magnets are a waste of time because I never download e-magnets. Like I thought all these things are a waste of time. And then I started trying them and I realized, oh shit, LinkedIn actually works very well for cold outreach. Oh, lead magnets actually work really well for getting leads. People actually download these things. I mean, I started making a ton of money off of webinars when those first started getting popular. I made a ton of money off of them. So all these things that I thought, oh, I would never do that. Why would I use that? They actually work well. So make sure you have a lead magnet that can be, like I said, an ebook, a free guide. It could be like a mini series where you have like 5 videos that you create and it delivers to them over 5 days. And there's a lot of people are doing like the challenges, and a lot of people are doing like there's just all kinds of different ways. You could also have like a free training where they give you their email, and then it goes to a 15-minute free training. Oh, the whole point is that you need lead magnets. You need some kind of value that you're going to give your prospect before you try to sell them something. So if you're giving them value up front, there's a much higher likelihood that they will actually convert. And that leads us into the next part. And we kind of talked about email funnels. a little bit before, but when you have their email, that allows you to have an email funnel. So set up ActiveCampaign, great service, great product. It ties into a lot, you can even use it for like a sales team, but set up ActiveCampaign, create some lead magnets, say, hey, I'm gonna create like an ebook, just write an outline for an ebook and then go to Fiverr and have somebody build you an ebook for $10 or $15. Then go create like an email series in your ActiveCampaign. When they download that, then once they download that, you have like a 7-day email series that tries to resell them if they didn't buy your product. And then you could set up like a free training. Just record like a 15-minute video like I'm doing here, and it could be on your phone. It doesn't even matter. Like I use this little guy for the longest time. This is $120 on Amazon. I recorded plenty of training videos on this with that and a, can't really see it, like $100 mic. So these two setups right here, it's like $250, and I'm able to record a 1080 HP, and I'm able to record a high-level audio. And then I just crank out a 15-minute training on my area of expertise, give them value at the end of the training. I say, hey, if you want to buy something, buy it, and you have a button that clicks down below. Like, this is really easy stuff to do, but you want to make sure in that email funnel, you want to have what's called like a maximizer email funnel. So when they, get the free guide, they download it, it's going to email them that, but then you have kind of a, email series that then leads up to a sales pitch. So it could be like, hey, I've got this free training and it's a 10-minute training, and you sell them something at the end. If they don't buy from that, then you could send them down another week funnel. So you ultimately want to have about a 30-day email funnel to really maximize your leads, but that email funnel has to actually give value. Now, if you're not giving value in that email funnel, and you're just selling, people are like, screw this guy, screw this girl. But if you're actually giving value in that email funnel, you're gonna go, wow, if Tim's giving me this much value for free, imagine how much value they're gonna give me if I actually buy one of his coaching programs, if I actually sign up for his implementation program, if I actually pay for his monthly marketing and lead generation services and sales training services. Like, how much value, if I'm getting this much value for free, how much value will I get if I buy one of his courses? So make sure in your email funnels, you are offering a ton of value. Next is retargeting ads. You wanna make sure that you have retargeting ads. What are those? And it can seem like really complex and confusing, and oh my gosh, how do I even do this? Look, there's all kinds of places that you can set up retargeting ads. I use AdRoll. I'm not necessarily promoting them, but I use AdRoll. It's very, very cheap. I set it up so go to Fiverr, have somebody design some retargeting ads for your company that lead to one of your sales pages, right? And then that way, anytime anybody hits any of your web pages, you're gonna track them and you're gonna retarget them with ads. And I think like your cost on that is going to be so low because you're only sending ads to people that have already shown up to your website. So I would suggest running AdRoll ads, which is going to run to your Google and all that. And I think they do Facebook, but I run my retargeting ads through the Facebook ad platform itself. But yeah, set up some retargeting ads. I mean, I guarantee you, watch, go to one of my web pages. In fact, at the end of this video, I'm going to give you a free guide that you can click on. You can go to the web page and download. Just go to that. You're going to start seeing that my ads are going to start showing up to you everywhere you go, and I'm offering value. They're high value ads, they're high value products that I'm giving out, and obviously if you end up buying anything from me, you're gonna get a ton of value. But I want you to see in real life what it looks like as I'm following you around, the cost on that, so my cost to retarget you is very, very low. So find somebody on Fiverr to design the ads for you. Set up your Google stuff with AdRoll. It's very, very simple, very, very cost effective. And then I think you can even do LinkedIn retargeting and Facebook retargeting with AdRoll. Don't quote me on that, but definitely set up your retargeting because you want to follow people around. The biggest thing is retargeting is not always about getting the sell. You see, retargeting is about creating awareness, because what a lot of people don't know is that we're so bombarded with so much stuff going on, is that for you to build trust with your prospects and your clients, you need to actually show up a lot. Once you start seeing Tim Dodd over and over and over again, you're gonna go, oh, shoot, when I first saw this guy, I was like, just saw some weird guy with a beard. Like, oh, okay, was this Dan Bazarian's brother or something like that? But then as I start showing up to you more and more and more, you're gonna go, oh, actually, this dude is the expert. This guy is legit. Oh, shoot. And we want the same thing to happen with you. When people first see you once or twice, they're gonna be like, oh, what a joke, or just another one of these people trying to sell a product or peddle a product or do haircuts or do whatever it is. But the more they see you show up, the more subconsciously you start to become an expert, and the more they actually start to trust you and see you as as an expert. Also, I have a bonus training for you. Make sure to stay to the end and click that link because you're gonna get a free guide. It's gonna help you sell more and scale more, period. Like, that's what I'm here to help you do. The only thing I ask, because I don't make any money off that, is that if you do get great results from that, you come back, you give me a testimony, and you let me know how it helped you grow your business. Also, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you got value from this video. If you didn't get any value from this video, you can tell me to F off or just not watch my stuff again. But if you did get value, make sure to engage. And if you have any questions, I will be in the comments below, so ask me any questions you have. Again, this is Tim with the Tim Dodd Show. Click that link below to get your free training right now. Hey, I'm here to help you sell more and scale more. Talk soon.